second time I'm recording this because the first time I forgot to unmute my microphone. Very fun. Anyway, I just finished doing the new game mode. I have no idea what it's called, but people are calling it Guild Wars because of freaking Grand Blue Fantasy. I'm not sure what the actual name is. I kinda just forgot. I'll just leave it on screen, I guess, whenever I find it. But so far, I'm actually quite pleased with this game mode because it does give a buttload of EXP or materials, I guess, for the elemental skill tree and elemental level and masterpieces, which is insanely good. It gives so much value, you guys have no idea. Like, if you are not doing this right now, you should actually be doing this. Right now. Do take advantage of this game mode to actually increase your elemental level, because if you don't, you'll stay quite a bit behind. Trust me, it's actually ridiculous. It gives so much of an advantage, it's ridiculous. The only bad part about this game mode is actually needing the characters to actually do it. It is a little bit tough because we can only use characters of the same element. I mean, you can use other characters from different elements, but the damage just falls off incredibly hard. It's not even worth it. Trust me, it's pretty bad. So we can only, for this situation right now, we can only use fire characters to actually deal damage. Another really good thing that, well, it's not really about the game, but the music for the game mode, the Guild Wars, it sounds incredible. I was super surprised with the OST here. It actually sounds amazing. Yeah, in any case. So I finished doing this, right? God damn, Neon looks insane, but I finished doing this. And these are the teams I came up with as soon as I can find them. There we go. The first boss does have quite a few options. It's very versatile. You can use either physical or magical. For physical, funnily enough, they just kind of die if you use the same old broken characters, because the boss's burst, the boss's UB, does deal a lot of damage in an AoE. And the characters hit by them, if they are not tanky enough, they will die. So Christina will die, Muimi will die. I guess Kaori, of course, she also exists. She will also die. So, unfortunately, you can't really use them. Really, the name of the game here is making your team as tanky as possible. In this situation, for this team, the boss will hit Nea, Akino, and Shizuru. So, and they are tanky enough to survive. So this team works very, very well. I feel like this is the best one. I'm not sure this was the best I could come up with for physical. But if you are able to come up with a better thing, do let me know in the comments. I'll be very pleased to actually know what else you can actually use. Also, a very important thing, in this game mode, Nefi ended up being very, very important. So if you do have a friend with Nefi, do try asking them to actually put them in the support list, because you can actually use supports with this game mode, which is quite nice. Try getting Nefi. It's kind of funny how I guess people who didn't skip Nefi really got quite the advantage for this one, which is interesting. I mean, was it really a surprise? I did say that they were gonna make the new Guild Wars fire because they wanted to promote the new characters. Cygames just rigs everything. Surprise, surprise. In any case, you can also use fire magic teams with these two teams. You can actually use quite a bit of different teams for magic, because really the only thing that matters is having Kuka, because Kuka will be the only character hit by the boss's burst, and she will survive. Everybody else behind her will not get hit because they are far away from Kuka. So you do have some amount of versatility here. You can just kind of use whatever you want. Of course, for these bosses, you will need to beat them twice to actually completely kill them. So you can't really go at them like in just one turn and then beating everything in just one go. A little bit unfortunate, but it's fine. The second boss is not as versatile. You kind of do need Akino to reduce his damage. This boss is AoE and deals magic damage. Akino being an AoE attacker, and she also counters magic damage. She reduces the boss's attack, which is quite nice, making it so Muimi, for example, and Akino and Saren also survive, which is quite incredible. So if you don't have Akino somewhere, it's gonna be kind of tough. She is free, so hopefully, if you're not like a newer player, hopefully you can get her. But if you can't, don't worry. There's also next time, I guess. There's always next time. But in any case, you can't use a magic team in this boss. They just kind of die, unfortunately. So no magic team is actually available for this boss in particular. Just like the third boss, just like for the third boss, no magic team also survives. But this one is quite a bit versatile. You can kind of use whatever physical characters you have, and they should survive. Don't worry about Nea, there's also Jun. Jun survives this quite well, so you should be fine if you don't have Nea. But for the other characters, just use whatever you have, and they should survive. If you have Neffy, be sure to try and get Neffy in your support, please. It's quite important. But in any case, let me show you guys what rewards was I able to achieve with these teams in particular. So as you can see, 12 billion points with all the tickets they provided. And I got everything except for these 3 for the elements. And of course, there's also these below with the divine amulets, but they aren't as important really. The most important thing here, the really important thing we want and care about is the elemental spheres, and they are quite nice. God damn, you guys, you have no idea how high you can get with these new materials they get. So I basically kind of increased my elemental level by 15 levels on each element. I think it was around that. It was kind of ridiculous. My elemental skill tree also got quite high. I was around here, I think, and I got all the way up here. I already had the left and right side quite high, but the middle was really empty. But because of the Guild Wars, honestly, kind of ridiculous. And I was also able to get this buff because they did give 200 shards, so it was enough to get this buff in particular. I didn't use this buff with the teams I just showed you guys, so I don't really need to worry about not having this. It doesn't really make too much of a difference, really. But yeah, that's really it for this game mode. It's a little bit tough if you don't have the characters, but it is what it is, boys. Yeah, that's what elements did to the game, unfortunately, but you know, and that's really been it for me for this video. I hope this was helpful, and as usual, thank you so much to my members. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are insane, and I'll see you in the next video.
最後まで突きアルティマそうね
滅裂版
肉魔竜夜会狂気の最後まで突きアルティマイオニアストラルフレーサバロン肉魔竜夜会連弾いつまでも最後まで突きアルティマ肉魔竜夜会サバロン
滅裂版
そうね最後までアルティマイオニアストラルフレーいつまでも使う肉魔竜夜会連弾最後までアルティマ狂気最後までアルティマ肉魔竜夜会サバロンイオニアストラルフレー
滅裂版
そうね最後までアルティマ肉魔竜夜会最後までアルティマサバロン肉魔竜夜会イオニアストラルフレー